What up, fellas? It's Ty. Welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things prostate and prostate cancer related. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, maybe watch the video, even like and subscribe, welcome back to you, and I appreciate you. So today I want to talk about one of the questions that I got in the chat, and I wanted to talk about it, and then I wanted you guys to add in, if you want, how you feel about it, but I just wanted to give you my perspective. The question basically in a nutshell was, do I have any regrets in regards to the surgery in choosing to have the radical prostatectomy? And so what I'll tell you is it's a mixed bag, right? So the thing is, it's really tricky to answer that question because ideally from the front end, I am glad that I am cancer free. I am glad that I had the radical prostatectomy to get the cancer out. So I don't have a problem with that, right? So what I'll do for now is I'll have a scale and I'll put that over there by itself. The thing though is that my new normal, well, there's some regrets that come with that. There are some regrets that come with having to deal with incontinence, or, you know, some of you worse than others. I had some, but not that bad. You know, some erectile dysfunction that comes along with that. There are changes to your mental state, just your body. There are a lot of things that go on the other side of that scale that weigh it out, where you're like, oh, I don't have any regrets. But at the same time, you see how many things on that other side that are basically weighing out with, I am glad I'm cancer free. So, you know, I tell people all the time, it's a lot of us that have regrets, and I guess sometimes it's worse than other times, just depending on the day. You know, sometimes when you're really going through some stuff, like you're like, man, I wish I had never had this. And then inevitably you'll watch a video or see somebody on and they're like, you know, I have stage 4 prostate cancer and I have a great life and I'm not doing anything at all. And you're like, okay, you know, I appreciate that. And the thing with me is that I have a really hard time not taking into consideration that everybody's outcome wasn't the same. And so whenever I talk about these videos and whenever I say something, I am very careful to not speak to my outcome as though that was the be-all end-all, because I know some of you are suffering. And I know that some of you are going through some of these things that I just mentioned worse than others, and so I keep that in mind. And so from a regret standpoint, it all depends on what your goals are, right? So if your goal was to make sure that you were cancer-free, you know, then of course you wouldn't regret that. But the new normal, yeah, it's a little hard. I'm just being honest with you, man. Anyway, I hope this finds you well. Add whatever it is you feel. Just feel free. It's a safe space. Feel free to, you know, whatever it is that you feel about it. I mean, maybe you never really thought about it. Maybe you just want to get it out. Go ahead and write it in the comments. You know, it's freeing. Trust me. Just freeing to say that, you know, I wish it hadn't been this way, and now that it was this way, I like some things, and others I don't as much. All right? Hope this finds you well. Peace and blessings, fellas.